Today it's all about designer perfumes that are beast mode perfumes with a top performance. Let's start out with one that is not really in a lot of those videos, but to me, this is super strong, and not convinced, but some of my friends smelled this perfume on me, immediately bought it themselves, and every time they wear it, I can smell them from far away. So this is Idole Aura by Lancome. They have the original flankers, and I feel like all of these perfumes are such good performers. They are so loud, very intense. They have a lasting power of hours and hours and hours. You can smell the person, as I said, from afar. And this one to me is the strongest. So this one has main accords of vanilla, rose, and salty, with notes of salt and rose, of course, bergamot. We have jasmine, vanilla, musk, and heliotrope. And this to me is such a special DNA. The thing is, now that I smell it, I have to think of my friends every time because it became their signature scent, which is funny to me because to me it's like a spring and summer scent, but they wear it all throughout the year. But this is basically what the notes tell you. It's a quite salty, a little bit synthetic type of vanilla with a plush, creamy rose in there. It's almost like a rose vanilla milkshake with some sea salt flakes on top of it. That is basically what I get. Super creamy. It's playful but also elegant enough because of the rose, but it's not a classic dusty rose. It's quite modern but also timeless. I don't know if you know what I mean, but it was love at first sniff for me. And I mean, I have so many people in my life now that wear this perfume and that are in love as well. So this one is very likable, mass appealing, but it's a beautiful fruity floral that doesn't have a challenging base to it. It's just all throughout very well-rounded, creamy, and beautiful. I know I've said designer perfumes, but maybe let's just say budget friendly, more budget friendly perfumes, because this is from an Arabic perfume house, but you can get those perfumes in like drugstores. So this is Riaakat by Latafa, and this one is definitely in my top 3 Arabic perfumes that I've ever smelled. The quality of this perfume is insane. The bottle as well, and the lasting power, wow. The main accords here are fresh spicy, vanilla, and amber. And we have notes of pepper, elemi resin, olibanum, saffron, vanilla, and cedarwood. And this to me is the most creamy, warm vanilla that is quite church-like and incensey. So you get something like an incense feeling from this perfume, but it's also resinous, and as they said, the main accord is amber. You have something like an amber in here, something very warm, cozy, and sweet, but a little bit more dense. This is not a very light perfume. It goes into a more dense direction without being heavy. I can wear this no problem, and I'm not really in my phase where I wear a lot of beast mode perfumes. I like my more fluffy, light, subtle perfumes. But for some reason, the blend in here is so smooth that it is okay for me to be smelling so strongly. So this is a masterpiece for me. It's so inexpensive. The longevity is insane. Sillage is insane. The bottle, the perfume. I love this. And my husband does too, so we are sharing this one. This perfume, I was a little bit hesitant to test because I smelled the original and I wasn't too wowed by that one. So this is Prada Paradox, but the intense version. The original version is a more generic designer-like fruity floral, which is likable and easy to wear But then they released this one and I fell in love. So the main accords are white floral, vanilla, and mossy. And we have notes like pear, neroli in here, jasmine, moss, bergamot, vanilla, amber, ambro fix. So, I mean, the same goes with this one. I wore this one and a lot of people around me smelled it, fell in love, bought it immediately, and now it's like, I think of those persons and not myself wearing it. It's funny. But I mean, you can tell like these perfumes people can smell. They will compliment you if they like it. But this one is such a compliment getter. It's again, just like the Idol one, like a floral that is super vanilla heavy. You can think of the creamiest, sweetest vanilla that is super enveloping, but then you get this juicy pear note and beautiful florals such as the jasmine and the neroli. And the neroli can be too sharp for me, but the vanilla in here balances it out in such a good way. And then you have this ambro fix, which I think gives it the performance of a lifetime. Like this will perform insanely. This is going to last you at least a day. I have this on a couple of my jumpers and they still smell like it. It's incredible. Also, I'm in love with the bottle. I think it's so Prada. I like it a lot. Let's go back to a Middle Eastern perfume. And this one had such a big hype even before it was launched. It was insane because it was, I think, the first time or one of the few times where a Middle Eastern perfume house said which perfumer is behind their launch. So this one was created by Quentin Biche, which is a master perfumer. And the main accords here are sweet, caramel, and fruity. And we have notes like caramel, almond, apricot in the top. In the middle we have honey, rhubarb, white flowers, but also rose. And the base is vetiver, leather, but you also have vanilla and musk. And this one is such an intense perfume. I got a sample of it and I fell in love immediately. I have to say, and you can see it, I have not worn this perfume in a while and I really did not gravitate towards wearing it since I got the full bottle, which is a pity. I mean, it wasn't the most expensive perfume ever, but this one is just too intense for me. But, so if you like the Label Le Parfum, I think Quentin did this one as well. This one is a lot like it. So it's a super, super sweet, fruity perfume. And it's basically vanilla and caramel overload. It's super creamy, super sweet. It's very thick and dense. And then on top of that, you get a very dense, super ripe pear note. That is what I get, at least. Maybe it's apricot, but to me it smells like ripe pear. And then there is this floral aspect, but it is a gourmand to me. It's mainly caramel, vanilla, and this very juicy, fruity note. And the caramel here is sometimes a little bit too much for me. But in the few times I sprayed from the full bottle, I got compliments. People recognized this perfume or even just asked me out of curiosity, like, what is it? This is explosive. This is so loud. And mind you, I never sprayed a lot with this one because one spray is super, super strong. But yeah, to me at the moment, it is too strong. But if you like your caramelly, vanilla, very sweet floral perfumes, this is perfect. I don't get leather, musk, vetiver at all. I don't really get rhubarb as well. No, to me, it's, as I said, caramel, vanilla, a little bit of a floral note and juicy, juicy ripe fruits. And this one is another vanilla perfume. Vanillas have just most of the time a very good performance. So this one is Devotion by Dolce & Gabbana. And when this one launched, I feel like a lot of other perfumes like it launched as well. And this one to me is the strongest. Is it the most refined perfume out there? No. Do I reach more for the others at the moment? Yes. But I don't know if you can see, but I did wear this quite a lot when I first got it. It's quite a simple scent, but at the time there were no fragrances like it in the designer realm and also in the niche perfume world. As I said, at that time, a lot of those perfumes were being released, but not a lot of them on the market. So this to me is a vanilla cake with super sweet and tart lemon sugar drizzle on top of it. That's basically it. The main accords are vanilla, sweet and white floral. And in here there is candied lemon, panna cotta, orange blossom, rum and vanilla. I don't really get panna cotta or rum. I get candied lemon, orange blossom and vanilla. And this one is just yummy. Orange blossom perfumes were being released left and right at that time. And to me, a lot of times they were a little bit too much. A lot of them were quite powdery as well. And this one is not at all. It's not powdery whatsoever. It's super sweet, almost like a candied lemon, like a candy that is hard and super sweet, and it's yummy, but it is in your face. It's really strong and it's not really subtle whatsoever. But if you like your juicy, lemony vanilla perfumes, it's almost like a creamsicle, but lemon flavored. So these were all of the more budget-friendly versions of Beast Mode perfumes that I have in my collection. Let me know if you want another round of this perfume format, and I'm happy to do so. So see you in my next video. Bye!